Can you tell us about your character, Butter, Alex?
Butter is just, he's obviously a very overweight kid. He's not really comfortable in his own skin. He doesn't really fit in. He's the outcast. He's the misfit. No one really knows who even his real name is, even though he's never moved around. Like, people have grown up around him, but they don't even call him by his real name. They call him as Butter, a much, much loathed nickname, which the movie very, very well establishes why it is loathed.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we often see people like that, or we've been them ourselves, in school for whatever reason. And sometimes you see that people like that actually have like an amazing talent, or they're actually very, there's just something very special about them. Is there something special about this character, Butter?
Yeah, I think his musical talent, that's really where he shines. He is I wouldn't say prodigy, but basically to that level of a saxophonist. Butter is one of those kids who could walk into Juilliard, pick up a saxophone, not even have a reed on it, and still make it sound beautiful.
But his classmates don't see that.
But his classmates, they see him as that kid who has to have the specially made chair, the specially made desk, who sits by himself, who drinks 2 cans of Coke and eats these just buffet style lunches that he packs for himself. It's almost ridiculous, the food that we have had me eat for the shoot, but it fits the character. So.
If there was a teenager right now that was in Butter's shoes, whether it was just a group of kids doesn't like the person, doesn't even have to be something is, totally different. It's just they got pegged as the outcast, which I know happens. What would your advice be to that person, male or female?
You got to know that you are not alone. There's someone else, whether that's at your school, or your church, your whatever organization you might be a part of. It doesn't matter. Someone also feels the same way you do. Whether you don't feel tall enough, or pretty enough, or buff enough, or fast enough, you're not alone. Everyone feels that way. Everyone wants to be, the best at whatever it is. And things in high school, the fact is, it doesn't really matter after high school. As soon as you graduate, it gets so much better. Everything, just all the drama you think you're dealing with in high school, it goes away pretty quick as soon as the caps are on your head. But be prepared for the boredom of graduation.
So when you graduated, you went to high school in Nevada?
I went to high school in Henderson, Nevada, graduated, Las Vegas, basically.
Oh, okay. Now, do you still go to, is it UNLV? Or?
Well, I did go there for a little bit, and then I dropped out to pursue acting a little more seriously. School became a bit more of a distraction for me, so this way I had more time for auditions and could make a little more money with just little side jobs and focus on creating characters and stories that other people are going to react to, whether positive or negative, something to challenge myself.
Right. Did your parents, were they okay with that, with you leaving college?
My dad's attitude was always, you should at least attend at some point, but it's not necessarily, he knows college isn't for everybody. It took him several tries and years to graduate college. My joke is, if he went to college the entire length he went, he would have been a doctor, and he's only got a bachelor's. So, but college isn't for everybody. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it really is just that time where you discover yourself. But it costs a lot of money to go to college, and if you don't have the money, like I don't, you got to make a living somehow, some other way, and college is going to be there forever. So you can always take an online class pretty quick and easy. Fairly inexpensive too. So that's my recommendation. Do what's going to save you money. Do what's going to make you take those steps to accomplish your goals.
So how did you hear about this character and in this film?
Well, my agent submitted me through one of the many acting websites. Actors Access, I think, is who he submitted me through, but there's like 3 or 4 I submit through, so I'm not entirely sure which one. I drove in from Vegas and
oh wow,
went to the audition. Not really Okay. Not knowing, not having read the script, just read the scene, not really knowing what's going on. And casting director Tannis she's amazing. She was absolutely incredible. She calmed me down. She knew, all right, this is what's going to happen. Here's a little secret, so it helps your character, make it improves your performance. You're going to read this scene. We're going to do it a couple times. We'll also make sure we get the best take to the director so he can make a good decision. And then we're also going to do a little shot of you improvising a saxophone solo, because that's very important for the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And there wasn't even a saxophone to play. It's like, here's a ladle.
Oh, okay.
Play it to the most complicated Charlie Parker saxophone solo ever made. Okay, yeah, you ready? No? Okay, go. So then somehow I, over several months later, I got the official casting. So
for several months you didn't know. You went back to college.
No, I've been out of college for about a year and a half now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, but came down for the audition several months later. Hey, can you do these couple additional scenes? I know you're in Vegas. Can you just do a little video and send them to me? So I got with my acting coach out there in Vegas, Paul Campanella, who was amazing. By the way, if you're ever in Vegas market, you need a demo reel, he'll hook you up. He's amazing. Shot the 2 additional scenes, send them same day, and then maybe a month or so later, go, okay, the director still likes you, you're still in the mix. We want you to come in for a screen test, and we also want the director to meet you. So you can do Skype or you can do it in person. Skype's probably be better for everyone's schedule. Did the Skype interview. We discussed, what Paul wants to do for the character, how I connect to the character, where our similarities lie, and we try to build the character around the similarities to me, to butter the character in the book, and what Paul's goals for the character were. And we just kind of did a little trifecta to make it something it's a little more three-dimensional.
Did you read the book?
I did. I've actually read it about 3 times. It's a really good book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I actually have a copy of it on set with me every day.
Oh, wow.
So.
And so you went back to Vegas and you're working these jobs, or you're just doing that and you're waiting by the phone at the computer?
Waiting, just going, anything.
Right.
I didn't get it was, August was the screen test and the meeting with the director. I'm like, okay, all right, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling really good. September comes around. I'm not feeling too good.
Right.
Nothing's happening. I lost a little hope. Like, they went with somebody else. I would have heard by now. And then the week after my birthday in October, it's like, oh yeah, you got the part.
Oh, wow.
So I run out of my bedroom in my underwear, cheering to my parents, I did it! I'm butter!
That's awesome.
And yeah, that call woke me up because I work graveyard security. So I guess at 11 in the morning, I get my agent call. Yeah, you got the part. Okay. Oh God!
How was it going to work that day? Or that night, sorry.
I was excited. I was like, I can't say anything. It eventually came out, probably several hours later. I don't need this job, man. I got a movie. I get the lead role in a movie. I'm feeling pretty good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.